Hello educators, this is Srinivas from Apex Institute. In this session, we are going to say about ID number generation for students, how to generate the ID numbers, how to follow them for throughout the academic year. And next, OMR Sheet bubbling guidelines. We have to instruct these to students how to bubble the OMR sheets, how not to do. These all. Next, results analysis. How we are going to generate the results after receiving OMR sheets from your side. How to explain them to the students. So about these all points, one by one, let us see first. First, let us see about ID number generation, because we are going to conduct these all examinations on the OMR sheets, and we are going to take care of correction part also. For that purpose, each student they have to answer these examinations with their particular unique ID number. We are going to provide these ID numbers. So let us see this process of providing ID numbers, how to be done, what to be done from your side, how we are going to generate these ID numbers, how to follow those for the throughout the academic year. Let us see first. For this, our team from the Apex, they are going to send you, they are going to share with you one empty Excel format, because we need to generate a unique ID number for every child. For that purpose, we need some students' data. What is needed, or what is needed from your side, they are going to provide you in one default Excel format like this. They are going to share this with you from or school mail ID to school mail ID or through WhatsApp group. There, the concerned in charges, concerned admins, they have to download this Excel format, and they need to fill this data required here, like school details, student name, class, and their section. If there are multiple sections in our school, the section should be mentioned here, because while sending the results to school, we are going to send them section wise to make you convenient. You can take a printout of these section wise, you can display in the classroom if you inform us in prior about the sections, so that if you mention, that's why it is given here. If we have only one section, no need to mention the section there. So class, section, and concerned student's mobile number. If you provide this all data like this, by filling that, you have to send us this filled Excel sheet. First, we are going to share with the empty format. You have to download that. You have to fill the data required, whichever is being asked there, and then you have to send this filled Excel sheet to our mail ID or office mail ID, so that we are going to generate, by adding one extra column in the Excel sheet, in the same sheet, we are going to generate an 10-digit unique ID for every child. Like this, we are going to provide there for all the students. So this ID number we are going to generate, and this filled ID numbers data will be shared with you soon after getting the results data from you. So these ID numbers we have to insist and we have to inform to the students. Better to take a printout of these ID numbers sheet class wise, and you can display in the classroom for few days at the starting, so that they will note down their ID number. Student their individual ID number, they will note down their books. Once the ID number is given to a particular child, the same number should be continued and used by the student throughout the academic year. This is very important. Admins and teachers insist the students not to change their ID number at the middle of the academic year. At the starting of the academic year, by receiving data from your side, we are going to generate the ID numbers. We will share you the details. You inform the students their ID numbers. You make them to write their ID numbers in the books also. So to avoid the changings and altering the ID numbers, we have given a column specially in our books in the starting page to write their ID numbers, so that at the starting they write the same number they have to utilize for the complete academic year. For all the examinations, they have to use the same number. That should not be altered or should not be exchanged among the students, because we are sending this data with you. The same data is going to be stored in our software also, in the exam cell. Based upon the data, the OMR sheets are going to be corrected and results analysis is going to be given. For example, for this first student, this number is given. Unfortunately, in our school, this is exchanged to some other student. But at our database, this number is given for this saved with the name particular student. On this name only, results will be given later, even though you change the school. Even though some other student they have written examination, this ID number, this student will get the results. Even though he is not in our school, even though he didn't write examination. So these kind of complications will be created if the ID numbers are changed or exchanged among the students. So we request you once again not to change the ID numbers once if they are given to students, because in the same ID number or school data and zone, class of the student, his roll number, these all are going to be fed in this ID number. So it should not, it should be continued by the student, it should be used continuously for the complete academic year. Based upon that ID number only, results will be generated. So we are going to generate ID numbers from outside. We are going to share with you before the examinations start. So we take a printout of this, display in the classroom. Students will note down their ID number, and they use the same for the throughout the academic year. So one important point to note down here is not to change. You have to take the you have to download the empty Excel format from sent from outside. Fill the data, send to the mail ID given. It will be mentioned in the shared data, the mail ID. To that mail ID, you have to send this filled Excel sheet. Our people, they will do generate the ID numbers and share with you the filled data. Just take a printout of that, mention the student, inform the students to note down the ID number, not to change it again. Now let us see about these OMR sheets. As we mentioned you earlier, we are going to send you printed question papers and OMR sheets. These OMR sheets are going to be common for all the examinations and all classes. So we are going to dump all these OMR sheets at the starting of the academic year itself for all the examinations needed. So this is the way the OMR sheets are going to be. Now students, they have to bubble their ID number first. They have to write their ID number here, and the same they have to bubble here. This section, this column is very important. Their answering will be done here. For each question, correct answer beside the number, they will bubble there. But to get their accurate results, this column should be done very carefully. They have to write their ID number, they have to bubble it. Let us see separately about this column. This is the way it is going to be. So as we are going to generate the 10-digit ID for the student, they will write their ID number with the pen first here. They will write their number, and whatever the number they are writing in the box, the same number should be bubbled in the concerned circle at the bottom of it. Of course, even the admins and teachers, we may know these all processes, because we might have come here of writing so many competitive examinations. We may know this process, but a student, they may not. So let us explain this all very carefully to students before starting the examinations. We are going to send the OMR since prior. You can take one sample OMR sheet. You can take that to classroom. You can show this. This is the way the OMR sheet is going to be. You can write your information here with the pen, and here you can write the ID number given carefully in the pen, and the same should be bubbled down to each number. For example, this is the ID number given to a particular student. Whatever the number they are writing in the box, the same number should be bubbled down to that in the given circles. If it is 8 here, they have to bubble the 8 circle. If it is 1, they have to bubble 1. So whatever the number they are writing in the box, the same number circle should be bubbled with the black ballpoint pen. And we request and we suggest you to inform the students, to instruct the students to use black ballpoint pen for bubbling these OMR sheets. So by that, there will be no chance of losing marks because of improper bubbling. Earlier we used to observe some students, they will be sending the OMR sheets bubbling with the pencil. As you know, this all will be going to be scanned and analyzed by the machines, no manual work. While it is being scanned, first the scanner will flash light on that, and it will take the picture of that OMR sheet. Then it is going to analyze with the soft key what we have, software key which we have given. So if it is bubbled with the pencil or it is improperly bubbled, that may not be scanned by the machine, that may not be recognized by the machine. So students, they are going to lose their marks even though they answer it. To avoid such kind of inconveniences, we restrict them to use block ballpoint pen while you answering on the OMR sheet. You instruct these points to students to use compulsory block ballpoint pen, at least for the examinations time. Only 10 or 12 examinations are going to be overall the academic year. So at the time of examination, they have to bring the black ballpoint pen with them. They have to answer with that only. And this bubbling also should be done properly. As we know, these all points. Let us instruct these all to students in prior to examinations. This bubbling should be done completely, and it should not come out. These all instructions will be on the OMR sheet also, as you observed. These are given here, what to do, what not to do. So here, this bubbling should be done very carefully. If this ID number bubbling is clear, then only they can expect their results. If it is not done properly, they may not get results even though they write examination. These we observed with the many students. For example, some students, they will write their ID number very clearly here, but while bubbling, they may do mistakes. For example, they have written here 9. Unfortunately, if they bubble here 8, there might be some other student with the number 8 there. So, scanning missions will recognize the bubbling only. They may not recognize the written numbers. Written content won't be read by the OMR scanners. Only they read the bubbling marks. So, whatever it is bubbled here, for them the results will be gone. Even though the student is not in our school, even though they didn't write the examination. The student with the number 9, they may not get results even though they have written the examinations very carefully. So the parents may come and complain us again about this all. So to avoid these all kinds of complaints and complications, let us instruct the students to do this very carefully. As a teacher and admins, we request you to check this before giving signature. For that purpose, we have given a column here to be signed by the invigilator in the examination hall. Let us inform our friends, teacher friends who are going as invigilator for the particular examination. They have to check this column thoroughly, whether it is properly bubbled or not. Then only they have to give their signature in the OMR sheet. Because if it is correctly done, then only they can expect their marks. So this is about the OMR bubbling. Even though we know these all points very well, let us explain these all to students also in the same way. Because some there are primary children and 6th class student. That might be the first time they are watching this OMR sheet. So they don't know how to bubble them. Let us guide them before going to the in prior to examinations. Let us educate them how to do bubbling very carefully. Right? As I told, based upon the ID number bubbling, the results will be given. The OMR sheets are going to be scanned. Results are given like this: student ID number, student name, class, exam details, subject-wise marks, total marks, class rank, national rank. These all are being analyzed and will be shared with you immediately after completion of examination. Along with the results copy, we are going to share one more. We say that student response sheet. So after completion of examination, after receiving OMR sheets, we are going to scan them. We are going to analyze the results. We'll share with you. Here, results will come with the two formats. One it is as we have shown here to display in the classroom. Class-wise results will be sent. Along with that, we are going to share with you some PDF files, student-wise response sheet. There are 1,000 students in our school. 1,000 students they have written the examination. 1,000 A4 sheets will be sent through school mail ID. You need not to take them printouts. Only class-wise results we have to take print and display in the classroom. These will help you counsel the students after every examination. This we call as student response sheet. It helps you a lot in counseling and giving to observe the career growth of the students. If you observe, this is one of the students' response sheet. Response sheet in sense what they have written, how they have written the examination. That is displayed here. Student details will be here and test details will be here. And here for each question, what is the answer kept correct key and what is the answer kept by the student, whether it is right or wrong, how many marks they have secured for the particular question. These all details are given in this response sheet. After sending the OMRs to us to check the students' individual marks there, this helps you there because you are going to send the OMRs back to us. You won't be with the OMR sheets. If it is known by the student, some student may start playing games with us. Sir, I have written an answer for all the questions. They have given only 40 marks. I have written this question correct, but they did not give marks for that. They may ask you such kind of questions. Then you can make them to sit with you in front of the system. You can check their student response sheet, what answer they have kept, what is correct key for that, whether it is right or wrong, how many marks they have secured. Here, question-wise report will be there. You can give complete transfer to them, even to the students or as well as parents. Not only that, not only that, you can check here. One more it is there. The percentage attemptage for a particular question, how much percent of student attempted that particular question overall nation? How much percent of student they made it correct? How much percent of student they made it wrong? These all informations are also going to be given in this response sheet. This helps you to counsel the students, to check the students' capability, question to question. Sorry for the delay. So let us see here a particular question. This question around 100% student they have attempted this question. All the students they have attempted from all the schools, all the students. But here only 33% student they made it right. 66% student they made it wrong. That means this question is given a little difficult, or this question is designed from a tough concept. So in that way you can understand, if many students they have made mistakes, means it is a little tough question. So the concept or the question we can explain once again in the classroom after completion of the examination. This will strengthen the students in the particular area also. If there are some questions like this, there is a question around 100% student they attempted it. 82% student they made it right. 82% student they made it right. Only 18% student they made it wrong. Means almost 82% student they made it right. That means it is a question given on simple concept. It is a simple question. If any student in our classroom, if they made it wrong, we can ask them to do, we can ask them to get up and we can ask them to, we can question them. Even though it is a simple question or it is a question given based upon the simple concept, why you are not able to make it correct? Whether they have didn't listen to you in the classroom or they didn't take the examination serious, whatever it is, we can question them immediately, question to question. So to counsel the students, question to question, to check the students' results question to question, this student response sheet will help you a lot. And next, regarding the results, if we have any doubts regarding these results, ID number generation, marks, ranks, if you have any doubts still any regarding these all, you can communicate with us through the WhatsApp group given you. After getting the results, if you find any students' results are not seen in that, or any student results are given in the different way than they expected, you can mention in the WhatsApp group. Sir, student ID number, student name, and test details. If you mention there, and if you mention the query there, sir, this student get 40 marks. He got only 30 marks, and the student written the examination, he didn't get the results. This kind of application, whatever are there, you can share in the WhatsApp group with us. Our examinations team, examination cell team, they are going to check this all once again. They are going to give you correct update on that. What is the exact problem in that? If still it is not clear, they are going to share with you the scanned OMR sheet image with you. You can keep that with you in front of you. You can make the student sit with you or parent. You can inform them. So this is the bubbling way they have done. Here they did the mistake. That is why the result is like so. So complete transparency you can maintain with the students and with the parent also regarding the results and this all. This all can be done when you communicate us immediately. So we are going to update you the results. So with the coordination, let us together transform these classrooms into centers for academic excellence. Thank you, team.